Right, so this guy.
There's no, they don't have it open.
Oh, there. Oh, that's it. So that you have this exact card.
All right, let me tell you. Hey, guys, can you guys open the mics? Just leave them open.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got the shotguns up as well?
No, just the room noise.
Hey, yeah.
Make it here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey. Yeah. Looks fine. It's the same time at the Chiefs. That's
Good.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. We were like first case. We lost. All right. All three. Chico. It's what? Seems so gaff this. I think this. Lucas will have a meltdown soon. I know, that's on me. Small, there's that. Thanks, already. Just take that. I don't see what.
It's very random.
Hey, are they gonna blow time or something? For the questions, because they mentioned out that next one. So you look saying for the crowd.
Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'll just kill it after.
And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you won't tell you.
I'm getting my line.
You said you had this stuff. Good, that's it.
Yeah, I know.
That's just, I have this, as you know. That's $20,000. Where's he on? I bet you 30 grand. Not even sure.
Hey, we gotta settle that a little bit.
Yep.
Bullshit. All right, bro. Let me get in. I get my channel one. Okay.
So we're putting him use. So it's. We're speaking on budget. The bad table. So that's a lot. Got a forecast about the environmental, and I think I'll be right up there. We have to be considered. She thought it's Naples. A lot of people go there. Here.
Oh, you're at last few two, sorry. Tanya, is Jets, because there's two, so.
Yeah, look. People are old souls. Oh, pretty great. I know, but it was sitting where.
Aaron didn't catch
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That started.
I did.
Well, but he has the awesome. Like,
Here's the result. Even if you have that thought in place, even if you're away from the songs.
That's it, look, he's right next to me.
You still have to see it.
But then, back to how fast, otherwise it would be.
Yeah, it's still worthwhile. We'd have to get back.
That was the first.
Sure, call it. We'll work out a detail. We'll work out a Sure, call. Like I said, first things first, bring it, take the pictures, let me take a look. And I'm like, if I tell you that we got something, come that one, and we'll, because I have the sleeves, and I think I'll give it to you. Really thank you. I had a blood, I don't have a blood. No one usually breaks it. No, it's 4 wide, because we put those things on. Now, watch, you know, I have a.
One team.
Yeah.
And or the New York Times, it's in talk about that. It's gonna grow at 300%. That's why these 4 clubs are lost. It's no after that. 3 times.
I've been here the whole game.
So behind, so on the top. To the story. But again. Yes, I do.
Jason, what's wrong?
Yeah.
That'll work out.
Really curious. I think it's have.
Switch the input to line language. Wonderful.
Show it's on the first. Right. She's working on that 7 division. A. Oh. Sorry if I was share my phones. Right. Winter town. It's just a church. Well, the church is up. Oh. I was asking. Yeah. Yeah, so. Okay.
Yeah, it's out. Well, maybe not. So. Yeah. Yeah, we're under here. Yeah.
Is there an all next to it? The base position. Well, now it's supposed to play about that. I just go. It was really. Really? Oh, no. You don't lose any of them. Oh, like I said, we use up to your speeds for it. Wait, that keeps. So. It's help. Eight. So, do. We did basic now, but yeah, so good.
Hey, David. Could you give me a quick mic check for me real quick? Sure.
Test. Low test.
1 second, David.
Okay.
It's not playing. It's fine. One more, David.
1, 2, 3 test. 1, 2, 3 test. Fit.
All right, you should have noise. Yeah, maybe.
Process. I don't know that. Some parts of the great guys actually sent them a badge to refund. Right. So about so very interesting. That's what it was about. We're like that. Like we sold it, we bought ourselves the benefits of buying. What's guys are crazy. We'll collect stuff we bought all the time. I'm not that surprised. Everyone else. I can't do it. No less. Which assumes this success. I know it's pretty complex, but it's pretty.
Pass the food.
I do. I don't. I have all. People smart people. Yeah. You might do that. Yes. Awesome. It's gonna be cool to see. It's crazy. It's increased. It's total sense. We don't, we're collecting comics, they collect dolls. They gave it. That was in baseball. That's not basketball. It was called to the.
Yeah.
When you see my guys, small. I'm trying to get Lucas to come to one of the art shows that way too. What that is, it's a talk show. People have tables and they sell their stuff. Yeah. Can't do that. They're actually. There is stuff in the city that they're starting to do. I know like that. They have like this whole like trading card lounge. It's a great idea. Where you go, you buy, you sell, you trade. And there's also arcade, games, sound bar, maybe a whole thing. Yeah, it's a big gentleman's club. It's very good. It's very good. It's good. We're gonna do a smash hit out for how long, I don't know, but I didn't see it. Club, well, I think it's a big album. And it's busy with the gas. All that stuff. No. We can. Oh. So. First. Once more, yeah, have to flight. Johnson. Yeah, on Airbnb and everything. My sister has a car, so they say, so. Don't really in. No, I know. Oh, still.
Hold on one second.
It's coming.
It's coming. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, really don't have, any injuries. Brian Cook was okay at the end of it, so, everybody else made it through. A good win to get, particularly when you haven't had one, so, that was important to take a step forward. Second quarter was hard to watch there. the third and fourth, I thought our guys really came together and played well. I thought defensively, we did some really good things with the turnovers, with interceptions and turnovers. I thought Bolden with the 14 tackles did a heck of a job. Our third downs were incredible. So great pressure up front starts there. And then likewise on the offensive side, Pat had some really good things he did out there, and the offensive line I thought did a heck of a job. I was probably most happy for Pacheco coming home and putting up 4.5 yard per carry shot out there, which was good. And Green did some good things there too. Thornton, great to get him involved in the game plan. And I played well. But again, it all starts up front. That defensive line, Brian's done a nice job as there, and the personnel department getting these defensive linemen. That's as good a defensive line as there is in this league. And then offensively, he's got some good things going. He's got Wilson there, which is a plus, and then you got a young quarterback behind him, which is also a plus. So the sky's the limit, and they've got good receivers. So it's we looked at the tape. We looked at them playing Washington and barely squeaking, Washington barely squeaking out the win. And we watched Dallas, and they really got after it in the Dallas game. Played well. Again, this game is the margin between winning and losing is so small. So, and I know New York people are very passionate. So I gave Brian an opportunity, man. He's got great personality for this sport and for you people. So, anyways, what I found with you.
Andy, what stands out most about like type 1 cash there?
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
We had one back to back. Pat went to them, and it was a nice job, making the second one go there. So, and he's got, he's showing some things. So that's he's a guy. I know Juju spoke highly of when he did Patriots. So mentioned Bill Belichick. They compromised, and he's come in here and done nothing but work hard. So it's nice to see him get an opportunity.
Andy, did Patrick, was that the call of the play that had you go right back to him on that second play, or was that Patrick's read all the way? Yeah, but he wasn't by your design. Yeah.
Nags, we're gonna give Nags a credit on that.
And just to come out in the second half, it looked like some juice and execution that maybe you hadn't had. What went into that, would you say?
Better together. So we had too many mistakes. One thing here, one thing there. Some of that can be you're just trying too hard at times, and then some dumb things can happen. So we got to really stay on top of that. And everything's about execution on the other side, which you have everybody doing. And I've got to make sure I get them in the right position to be able to do those things. So it's a team effort, but everybody has to come together on that. I thought they did, they did a better job.
Late in the first half, when Patrick recovered that lateral and ripped the ball out of Okereke's hands, when a quarterback makes a play like that, what kind of impact does it have on the rest of the team?
Yeah, that was big. That's how he rolls. He's 100 mile an hour. You see in the last couple of weeks when he's down, he's carried the ball, and we saw it again tonight. He carried the ball, but the things he does, it seems like every week that do something like that. The guys know that he's all in, and it's not like he's just throwing the ball back. He's gonna do whatever it takes to come out on top.
Andy, what message were you trying to get across to Travis there? First half.
So I love Travis's passion, so I'm okay with that. We didn't have nothing with second quarter. It wasn't where we needed to be. The reason, who knows? Going to back off the pedal and push it through. That's part I love about him. The guys all in. Sometimes it helps to be the person.
Was there a specific play that was bothering you, or was it more trying to get something out of him?
He was all in. He was all. He's an emotional guy. He's Irish.
Andy, sorry, related, but just related to that. I mean, it looked like you felt like maybe you were telling him to, I hate to put it this strongly, but to back off a little bit. Do you feel like within reason is All right.
He's a passionate guy and I love that part, so I'm put through a lot of things with him, so that's all part of it. I love that he loves to play the game. That's what I love. And it's an emotional game, so it's what I'll take.
Coach, when you're in that second quarter and it's just not working right, was halftime a welcome thing at that point, or was it hard to kind of dig out all that was going on?
But, we had the good PI towards the end there, right? That was a good thing, so we ended on a positive note. But at the same time, we needed to tighten things up, as far as making mistakes, getting the guys in the right position, and, making sure we were doing the right things, giving them plays, and likewise, then execute.
Last one, Sam.
What do you think of just the secondary tonight, or specifically the way they defend?
Those are interceptions, turnovers are a beautiful thing. And then they've got good receivers. That number one is the real deal. He's as good as there is in this league. So for us to be able to put the clamps on it a little bit, that's tough. That's not an easy chore. He's a football star.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go back, right?
Second.
All right, guys, go ahead and fire away. Patrick, can you take us through the pass pipeline there?
Yeah, I mean, I think with we had the pass on the field, and with the review, I got to talk it over with the guys on the sideline, and we thought they might play a man coverage, and we had a good play that we got to, and it was just about buying time, with that defensive line, and so I wish I could have got it a little bit further, made an easier catch, but a tremendous catch by him on that right there, and then securing it and getting us to once we can score a touchdown.
So you were always going, that was your first read on that play?
Yeah, it's a kind of a dual read where it's kind of a man versus zone type read. And so having the man coverage, we had a play where kind of he runs towards the post and then went back out, and he did a good job of winning. Also, I was rolling the other way, so it's a little further throw, but just giving him a chance to make a play, and I'm making a play.
That when you went to the sideline, you're intending that it's going to be the title specifically?
I mean, I like the plays in general, so just knowing that they probably could play man, that was a good big matchup alert. And so they're talking with Nags and Coach Girardi and Coach Reid and saying, like, if it's man, go there. If it's zone, we have another place we can get to. And then all else fails, you throw the ball short, get it some more yards so we can kick a field goal. And so having that time, we were all on the same page, and we were able to go out there and execute.
It seemed like you guys were in a better rhythm in the second half. I guess, what can you say that maybe was different from the first half to the second?
Well, we just executed better. I mean, I think the first few drives, we drove the ball really well down the football field. We just had mistakes and penalties and alignment stuff that we're going to have to clean up for sure. But I felt like we were moving the ball the right way. Kind of struggled there at the end of that second quarter, but was able to get points at the end. But it was just finishing the drives. And I think that's something that's important in this league is getting touchdowns, not field goals. And when you score touchdowns, it looks a lot better than when you're kicking more field goals.
When you are getting field goals instead of touchdowns, what does it say about your defensive performance to kind of keep things at bay?
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing great these last 2 weeks. They've played winning football. And for us, we had to clean stuff up and get better and better. And but they're playing good. They're playing tight coverage. They're rushing. They're blitzing. They're doing all type of different stuff that you're supposed to do as a winning defense. And so for us, they can continue to do that, and we can clean stuff up and win a lot of football games.
I'm not sure Coach said that the second quarter's kind of ugly, hard to watch. What was it like out there, just trying to find your way through? And they done get a couple of weird passes. They kind of got behind the line.
Yeah, I kept throwing the ball backwards. That's not good. So just letting the rush get to me a little bit, and then trying to just kind of throw it without looking to see if the guy's actually in the spot that we got to get to. And so obviously did it once. I knew immediately it was backwards. You could tell I'm running to go recover the ball, even though they blown the whistle. And then secondly, did it again, and it's like, I don't think I've done it maybe ever in my career. So to do it twice in kind of a short span like that, I will say it was a great tackle. I'll pride myself. That was a very big time tackle. So I'm not gonna try to do that again, but that was we'll throw the ball forward from now on.
There was a spot on we saw on TV. Coach talked about it with Travis over on the sideline. You guys get emotional about these things. What was Travis like out there in the huddles and all that?
He's Travis. He's a normal Travis. He's a guy that loves it. He loves it. He's passionate about it, and that's what's made him so great. And so, I've not seen what y'all are talking about, but I know Coach Reid loves it, and Travis loves it. I know they love each other, and that's what you want out of the greats.
Patrick, on the first touchdown pass, it seemed like maybe Tyquan wasn't your first option. Just does that play a culmination of the trust you sort of developed in him to see sort of on that back shoulder to see that he's open?
Yeah, for sure. Just knowing kind of the coverage, I think that was a good job by him. Knowing that we were trying to kind of get something to Juju or Travis out in the flat, and then kind of having a spot up route for Juju, and how their double guy, kind of like last week the Eagles double guy ran to get to Travis and get out of the way. It puts Tyquan in a one-on-one situation there at the back side, and he did a good job getting open and then being in the right spot. So when I turn to get that third progression, he's right in my vision. I can make the throw.
That play that you made on Okereke, that was a huge play. It saved 7 points. What kind of impact do you think that had on the game?
Yeah, it was a huge play. It was fixing my own mistake. You don't want to. It's hard to take credit for it because you're the reason that it happened. But obviously, a big moment because he's about to pick that ball up. And I could see his eyes get big, like he's about to score a touchdown. And that's what you got to finish in this game. You got to compete. You got to love the game. And whenever you make a mistake, you got to still leave it all on the line. And we were able to get that ball back. And the defense got a huge stop for us there at the end of the half. And then we were able to get 3 points. So definitely a momentum swing and making a bad play not as bad.
Last two violence.
Patrick, you hit Tyquan earlier on that drive on like a 3rd and 8, I think it was. But were you targeting him, or because he was the same?
I was throwing it to Hollywood, who was open, and Tyquan was running the post, and he got, I think, a little jammed up at the line of scrimmage. And I saw Hollywood, but I also saw Dexter Lawrence. So I was trying to. I heard the crowd kind of reacting that bad way, and then I looked up, and the guy that I wasn't throwing to caught it. So I was just like, "Let's go."
And then just the other thing, that first drive of the second half, it looked like you guys were as sharp as you've been. What went into that? Was it some kind of reboot at halftime in some way, or?
Yeah, we talked at halftime. I think more than anything, guys we wanted to execute. At the end of the day, it's all about execution in this league. And when you make one mistake, you can really hurt your drive. Defenses are good, and they do a good job of capitalizing on that. And so we had a couple drives early in the game that we drove down the field and we pushed ourselves back and had to kick long field goals. And so for us, just executing all the way throughout a drive and seeing that, that's what we want to be, and we have to continue to do that more often.
Last one, Sam.
Just asking because I don't want to assume anything. You probably didn't get many reps with Tyquan last year, though, right?
No, but he would come in you get in those practices sometimes, and guys are a little banged up at the end of the season. He kind of come in and run some of those deeper routes, and I would throw to him a couple times last year just to see what he had, and you could see that he had juice. And now just getting into OTAs and then into training camp, he was one of those guys that was down there with me working in Texas, and so. I knew he was going to be a good football player, but he's even exceeding my expectations, and so he's stepping up whenever the opportunity has been provided for him. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick.
Anyone else for here?
Yep, you got
More.
Chris Jones.
Just get my slides to it, James.
Oh, sorry.
Tyquan Gordon.
Tyquan did take a 4th quarter catch. One that they did count.
I got another opportunity to go out there and make a play for my team. Pat put the ball up, go out there and just stuck hands out there and grab the ball.
At what point during the play or before do you feel like the ball's going to come to you on?
Once he came to me the first time, I kind of get a feeling, when he's going to come to me on those routes, when I get an opportunity to go downfield, because we want to be aggressive and take shots downfield.
Is that tough to do back-to-back plays? I know you had a little break in between, but just the pace of going all the way downfield again on a second play in a row like that?
Not really. We train for that in training camp. We got long drive drills. Coach Reid, he make it real difficult for us, and we go out there and we just work.
Tyquan, I know it's 3 games, but what would you say is the reason you had so much success so far, given how much I have been able to trust you?
Practice.
Sure. Why do you say that?
Practice reps, become game reality. So you go out there and you work at the little things and challenge yourself and you don't shy away from it, and you go out there on Sundays and give yourself a chance.
Was it a reassurance with all of that in Sao Paulo? I mean, I know it's an unusual situation with the Xavier, but given how you stepped up in that game, is that sort of reaffirmed everything you need?
Yeah, definitely reassurance. I mean, I knew what I could do, and this team taking a chance on me and Pat giving me the opportunity to go out there and make plays, just proving myself right.
Taquan Pass said that you just said that you exceeded expectations. What does that mean for you to hear that from Patrick?
It means a lot, because when I first got here, coming from New England and seeing these guys practice, man, they practice at a high level. It's very efficient in how they do the little things, the details, making routine plays. I was just the guy coming in, just trying to be a part of that, just making those plays too as well.
When you come in practice, obviously they're gearing up for the playoffs and with that. What are you treating practice like? Just trying to get the occasional rep.
Every day was a Super Bowl for me, coming in there, because I wasn't used to playing for that long, so playoffs practice, we got more fun with it, we lose, we enjoying it, with the camaraderie, getting to know each other and all that. And I was a new guy, just trying to put in this spot, lesson.
How do you prevent that? What happened in New England from lowering your confidence at all? It seemed like you still stepped in Kansas City pretty confident like that.
I mean, you got to know who you are, look yourself in the mirror. Sometimes life will get hard when you, but you got to keep working.
Taquan, did you go ahead, Jesse?
He thinks with the catch,
Yeah.
he was kind of draped all over you on that one. Did you out clearly when it came in?
Yeah, I seen the ball as soon as it came out of his hand. I knew he was coming to me. I knew he was going to give me another opportunity. So once I locked on the nose of the ball, I just squeezed him. We'll go a couple more.
Did you know for sure you didn't catch the first one, or did you look like
The first one, I thought I held on to it, but I mean, the ball had a little bit of movement, so I had a little bit of drop on my end.
You not sure where you caught the last one?
Yeah, for sure.
You talked a little bit about New England. I guess since you've been here, at what point has it really clicked? Maybe, this week, last week, where you kind of said to yourself, okay, I have found like a sense of belonging. I could be productive in this offense.
I mean, I don't know when I first stepped in the building last year, seeing the offense and seeing the roles that these guys had, seeing how the offense went, the plays, the scheme, I felt like, it was a perfect fit.
We'll go Nate, then Jess.
So I believe this is the most yards you've had in your career. Just what does this night mean to you? When you say you can do it?
It's just another stepping stone. Like I said before, I just want to get 1% better. Do whatever the team needed to do, go out there and help the team win.
Saw a couple guys late. They were pointing up when they came up to you. Can you describe your celebration on that catch?
I mean, I think I learned that in high school. It's kind of giving a sideline, like a confirmation that, like, all right, we got this one, because I didn't hold on the first one. So now everybody like, oh, did he get it? Perfect. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you, Taquan.
Chris, right?
Need to strike two.
Come up next, guys. They go around, make it.
It's close. You don't know that.
They're close.
That's close.
We just the game plan you guys had, gives you a passing.
Yeah, they did a good job of stopping the run for the most part and setting in front. Kind of helped us play too high a lot. The other make push plays is big on getting the ball outside racing single high. Taking one-on-one matchups. There's a couple of times when you get too high and there's one-on-one matchups as the ball gets down the field, man. I think we did a great job of just contesting those plays, making it hard on them. The D-line did a great job of forcing things out the pocket, throw within the well.
The offense found itself in the second half, but in the first half, only field goals. I guess, what does it mean to you that the defense is able to kind of keep things at bay while the offense is figuring things out?
Yeah, my mindset not saying it is keep them out the end zone. Mindset is they don't get in the end zone, should win the football game. So that's our mindset, and that's kind of how we've been approaching it every single week. Not really worried about offense or special teams, kind of doing our end of the bargain, keeping teams out the end zone, playing better in the red zone. I think we did a good job with that this week. And then third down and fourth down, obviously, I think they better.
When a player like Russ has 400 yards the week before, how fun is it to see what Spags comes up with going into that week?
Yeah, obviously, we got that going throughout the week. I'm trying to affect that. Understand when he gets going. He's a momentum guy, and he's going to keep going the ball deep, keep finding checkdowns for explosive and those things. So I think early in the game, keeping him from having those explosive plays kind of helped us as we kept going. And so I did a great job of mixing up looks today. I really know how gifted he is, and he has some time to prepare. And actually played that opponent quite a bit. Played Russ, so I have familiarity with him, obviously. helped us out a lot.
Nick, you were in the building. How do you think this team handled being 0-2?
Yeah, obviously, we didn't have the start we wanted, but it's a long season. Just kind of just every week, just kind of go back to work, back to square one, trying to figure out things that we can get better at. And it's nothing different this week. We had some success, found a way to win a football game, but it's obviously some stuff to clean up.
With the Chargers having already won this afternoon, was there a little more urgency for a win tonight?
Obviously, just worried about who we got in this building, playing our best football, playing better than we did last week. It's kind of been our mindset. Can't really look toward the future. We got to be 1-0. We got to find a way to win this game and get back to 500 next week.
And Nick, what was your first thought with Tyquan Thornton joining the team last November?
Yeah,
First impression.
Yeah, obviously the speed guy. He's a taller guy. In our wide receiver room, we got a little shorter guys. So obviously he stands out in terms of his height, but also his hands, his ability to try to figure out what Pat wants. Even when he was on practice squad when he first came in, and just trying to figure out what things he could do well, what things he can clean up. Kind of helped us get very looks on into the playoffs last year, and then just super happy for him to go out here and just execute the game plan, make some tough catches, and then the numbers call. We're going to get him as the season continues to progress.
Nick, when things aren't going right, it's kind of the saying that you got to get that stink off you a little bit. What's it mean to finally get a win and on the road?
Yeah, it's huge. We've been trying to search for one win, trying to figure out how we get this thing going. The main thing is now just keep working, keep stacking, and try to get another one, and get another one, and so we can go make snowball this thing, get it 3-4 in a row or something like that. But our mindset's on the Ravens. I was happy 1-0 this week.
Yep.
So Zach, Nick, you got your first 2 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
What does that do for the defense getting those turnovers?
Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks, man, we've been close. Tip balls, dropped a couple of interceptions, the first couple of games, and just finally getting them. We almost had 3 of them this week, and we kind of went to a mindset we needed to force 3 turnovers out for their defense, whatever it may be. We were able to get 2 of them this week, and obviously it's been huge for us.
I know you complimented Spags on the game plan and having a familiarity with us, but when you're hearing the calls and you feel like he's a step ahead of maybe what the quarterback, the offense is trying to do, can you take us through just what's that like when you sort of see that he's in rhythm before the offense can sort of make an adjustment?
Yeah, I think early in the game, man, we had some plays that he called and they kind of got some weak runs, but we were playing past some of those and stuff like that. So you kind of get a flow and a rhythm. Then you give him a certain call and we're trying to show too high, then we run through, end up showing up too high at the post snap and stuff like that. I just kind of feel like Coach Spags gets his rhythm a little bit. Got a couple of third down pressures in there, some run pass things that would kind of help us play both defenses. And you kind of can feel it. I always joke around, man, especially back in New York, he's on one. So yeah, we had a good game today.
Yeah, so you feel like you can feel that all
absolutely.
from Russ as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got to tell you our schedule, kind of confuse him a couple looks a little bit, and obviously take away number 1. That was a big thing for us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.